Sunday, October 23rd. You're listening to Weather with Enthusiasm. We're in the process of starting severe weather season number 2 for those of us who live here in the Midwest and the Plains. Severe weather season number 1 is basically the entire spring season. Number 2 is only a 2-week period, tells us retired meteorologist Dave Murray, St. Louis meteorologist. It's the last week of October and the first week of November, and we're going to be starting that today into tonight as a powerhouse storm moves through the Dakotas. It moves north along it really takes a very northerly track. It's not been taking a northerly track yet, but it's going to allow a northerly track allows cold air to move into the system at a rapid pace, and that's going to allow the precipitation to change over to snow. A snowstorm, actually a blizzard, will be happening tonight in the Dakotas. These are places that were in the 80s yesterday. We have temperatures this afternoon in the 70s for the southeastern portions of North Dakota and the 40s for the northwestern portions of North Dakota. In general, a widespread winter weather advisory is in effect. That's been issued by the National Weather Service for 2 to 6 inches of snow. But blizzard conditions will be happening in some locations. Some areas will be receiving more than 6 inches of snow, even within the Midwest. Areas outside the Midwest could get up to a foot or more of snow. Extremely strong, damaging wind gusts outside of even thunderstorms. Regular damaging wind gusts could be found from Arizona to the upper plains. Some areas in Colorado may see 90 mile per hour wind gusts this afternoon. Widespread 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts in that location. 40 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts outside of that area throughout the plains. This is extremely serious stuff. We have moist air coming out of the Gulf of Mexico right ahead of the system. Summer-like temperatures have been felt for the past couple of days and will continue to be felt for this afternoon and tomorrow. Temperature in Omaha, Nebraska hit 89 degrees today. We have temperatures likely hit 90 in some isolated spots. High temperature yesterday in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 76 degrees. O'Hare Airport in Chicago, 79 degrees. St. Louis, Missouri, 84 degrees. Temperatures went back into the 80s in St. Louis for today. Temperature hit 87 degrees yesterday in Columbia, Missouri. Record high temperature was tied in Hannibal, Missouri, of 85 degrees. Very warm temperatures. This is a low pressure trough that is moving out of the Pacific Northwest, and it's going to be developing, intensifying into a barometric pressure of 29.0 as we head into tonight, into tomorrow morning. 29.0 to 29.2. We have summer air clashing with winter air. The two seasons are clashing, and it's going to be producing severe thunderstorms along with a blizzard within very close proximity to each other. Blizzard will be happening in the area known as Blizzard Alley up in North Dakota. There are no blizzard warnings in effect right now. There is a winter weather advisory in effect. Blizzard does not mean that heavy snow will be accumulating, but it does mean that whiteout conditions will be happening in some locations for 3 consecutive hours due to the combination of either heavy snow, blowing snow. Snowfall accumulations generally will be under 6 inches, probably most areas that get the snowfall 1 to 3 inches. Some areas may hit winter storm warning criteria, but in general, that will be localized. That's due to the warmer temperatures and the warmer roadways. But nonetheless, snow will be falling. Question is, will there be any places that will be getting thunder snow? I think there will. I think there will be some areas that will be getting lightning and thunder with the snow. Studies in the University of Missouri show that 87% of the time when there is lightning during a snowstorm, 5.7 inches or more of snow accumulates by the lightning streak. There could be a couple details off with that. The more accurate wording could be found in one of my earlier podcasts that I've ever given. You can refer back to that. but that's approximately what could be expected to happen should there be any lightning and thunder. The next major weather event is going to be a very serious rainmaker that moves through the Midwest this upcoming Tuesday and Tuesday night. That's a tropical storm that's going to be combining with moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. We have temperatures later on in the week. We're going to see pretty close to normal for many locations this week. The warm air will be moving over to the East Coast for this week. New York City will have a delay in the warmth due to clouds and rain from a storm system on the Atlantic Ocean, but that's not going to be affecting Baltimore. Temperatures well into the 70s in Baltimore, possibly even higher this week. Just to return quickly to the system that's going to be moving through the Dakotas today and tonight, we have severe weather expected over the southeast portions of the system. This is actually a very dangerous situation that will be taking place tonight because the severe weather will be occurring during the nighttime hours. The weather radio is probably the most effective way to receive alerts, a weather alert radio, which could wake you up in the middle of the night. There is a chance for tornadoes, not a good chance, but there is a chance for tornadoes up into the upper Midwest for tonight. Places like Kansas, Nebraska, those locations could see a tornado. The main threat will be large hail, but some damaging wind gusts are also possible. The moisture with this storm system is not completely from the Gulf of Mexico. There's also some Pacific moisture in this storm system as well, and there's plenty moisture in the system in general. So lots of rain and snow will be falling again on the backside of the system. They're actually 6 to 12 inches, a widespread 6 to 12 inches when you get into the Intermountain Rocky area. Those accumulations go down to generally a widespread 3 to 6 inches in the heavier hit areas in the North Dakota region, but again, there will be localized areas that will be getting more. The snow is expected to be falling at such a rapid pace that despite the warmer grounds, snowfall will be accumulating over that area for tonight with damaging wind gusts of this is 58 mile per hour wind gusts or higher during the snow. Those of you that enjoy the snow will love this one. For North Dakota, it is the first winter storm of the season. There is a possibility some areas might be getting sleet, but we're going to focus more on the snow and the other systems this week. 2 more for the week. One we spoke about happening on Tuesday. That's going to cover St. Louis, Chicago, especially areas north of Interstate 80 here in Chicago. Actually, tonight, there could even be, believe it or not, it might even be a thunderstorm this evening without precipitation. That's my understanding from what we have. A dry air, there's an area in the atmosphere which is dry, very dry, which is going to be causing precipitation to evaporate. At the same time, there could be some thunder moving over the airports this evening. So that might create some turbulence in dealing with flights this evening into tonight. But the dew points are rising very nicely. Dew points in the 50s for much of the Midwest, and we have dew points in the 60s south of that, dew points in the low 70s for parts of Texas right now. Thank you for listening. I wish everyone a wonderful day. Have a great week.